racing fans? This is NASCAR Racing Fan 2015, and this is a new series I'm going to be introducing. It is called the Paint Scheme Collab. As basically, this is me going to review all the cars that I've gotten over the last month, really. As I decided to cancel the diecast review series, I felt like it was kind of boring. I felt like I could be doing it in a better way. I mean, there's way better reviewers than I am. I want to try something different, and I know I'll be accused of ripping someone off, as I'm just going to say I'm inspired by it. I kept the victory circle aspect in it, and that'll make it more original, but I think this is going to be very entertaining. So I'm going to show off some of the new paint schemes coming to the NASCAR Auto Tools Cup Series and generally in my collection. It should be more interesting. It should get better ratings, and I think you guys will like it more than just me reviewing the cars. So let's get on to it. First up is Martin Truex Jr.'s Furniture Row Toyota Camry. And finally I get another Martin Truex Jr. car. But literally the week I got this car, they announced the whole Bass Pro 5-hour energy deal. So basically, yeah, I just wasted $7, $8 or whatever. I actually got this as a birthday gift. So basically I wasted a birthday wish to get this car for probably 2-3 races in the remaining schedule I have. So yeah, another great buy or get for me. So I won't be able to use this car anytime in the future. So yeah, but anyways, just to sum up the paint scheme, it's the boring, generic Furniture Row car we've all been used to seeing. Nothing special about this car except the Bass Pro logo and the awesome Toyota Camry nose. After that, I probably would say skip it. It's not that great of a car, realistically. But he did win in it a lot, including that Chicagoland race, the Kentucky race, the Watkins Glen race. He won in this car a lot. And he also won in that Auto Owners car a lot. Yeah, and that only ran 6 races. So basically, I'd skip on this one. I'm hoping to get the Auto Owners, and I'm probably going to get his 2018 Bass Pro car. So that'll be interesting. But, yep, this is the Champions car. And, yeah, looks pretty generic and boring like always. So if I gave this car a rating, I'm giving it a top 20 finish. Thank goodness this car is going away next year. It's just so generic. And, I mean, it shows that they're an underfunded team. That's the only good part to having a car like this. But after that, I mean, really, Barney Visser, you couldn't invest more on your paint scheme? You had to make it so generic? Next up, we have Daniel Suarez and his Eris car, the Eris Toyota Camry. And wow, this paint scheme, even though it's very simple and it has a lot of white on it, I still like it. The reason why I decided to put this car on the reason why I decided to buy this car, I purchased this car myself. The reason why I decided to do that is obviously because I wanted to get a Daniel Suarez rookie car. That's the trend I should probably start doing. I have a Chase Elliott rookie car. I have a Ryan Blaney one. I don't have a Kyle Larson one, which I feel stupid about. I have Austin Dillon's rookie car. I have Ty Dillon's rookie car. I have Chris Buescher. So I had to get the Suarez car eventually. But I will probably have to buy the 2018 Eris and the 2018 Stanley car next year to add. So basically, this car is only going to be in the Bristol race, the Talladega race, and the Homestead race. So 3 races. So yeah, another wise buy for me to get this car for whopping 3 races. So obviously, though, if I gave this car a rating, I would give it a top 10 finish. I mean, it's not terrible, not as bad as some of the other cars, like, the Taxac car. Certainly wish Carl Edwards was still driving this car, though. I mean, that would have been nice. I really miss Carl Edwards. It's been a year without him. But Daniel Suarez isn't doing a bad job in this car. He's eventually going to get there. Should have won Rookie of the Year instead of Eric Jones, but he had to pay for Eric Jones's mess a couple times. He got in a wreck because of Kansas and a couple things like at Talladega and a couple other tracks where he just had bad luck. And he could just never build on running up front as consistently as Jones, but hopefully it changes next year. Next up, we have AJ Allmendinger and his Kroger clicklist car. This car is probably a good buy for me because they probably won't make the 2018 car until February, even though the paint scheme's already released. Lionel and JTG Jordy Racing should get working on the 2018 diecast, but it probably won't happen. So that's why I decided to get this car, get a more improved Kroger car. And this car is really, really nice. I mean, the other cars just seemed cluttered. Like the 2016 car was kind of cluttered with all the Kroger logos. And now you look at this one. This is another one of the white schemes that can work. It really works on this car. The white and the blue on the top and the swirls on the side. And obviously you got to love that Cheez-It logo. And I wish they would have put more like maybe the Cheerios logo or the Hellmann's logo or something more notable. But it's still nice to get this car. And wow, such a great paint scheme. Probably the best Kroger car of them all. So if I had to give this car a rating, I am probably going to give it a top. I'm going to give it a top 5 finish. I really think it's a nice car. The 2018 car, however, is probably the better one out of all of the 4 so far. It's probably easily the best one. So if you don't feel like getting this car right away, or you want to wait till 2018, skip it. But man, this wouldn't be a bad purchase. And AJ Allmendinger, he's getting up there. Maybe someday he'll win a race again. But it seemed like his road course dominance is fading out, but just the overall strength of the organization is helping them a lot more, and they can only get up from here. Probably the smartest buy by far would be David Ragan's Camping World car. The Camping World Good Sam Ford Fusion. And wow, what a paint scheme this is. I really like the blue, and then it goes to the yellow swoop, and then it has the red. I really think this is one of the better paint schemes they put out. Certainly better than that Snap Fitness car that came out earlier this year. Last year. That one was kind of generic. I was just happy they had a Wayne and Castle car for once. So, I mean, I don't think it'll beat the Love's car in terms of front row, but it's probably a close second. And Camping World, as you guys know, is a very loyal company to NASCAR. One of the few great stories in terms of sponsorship, because Camping World slowly getting into the Cup Series, and that could be a good thing. They've sponsored David Ragan for like 16, 17 races. They have like the house, and I think they almost had Gander Mountain at one point. I think they're associated with them, but, well, now they're having an ownership change. And then they obviously sponsored Suarez at Talladega. So good for Camping World. I hope they increase their investment along with sponsoring the Camping World Truck Series. I mean, I think they're going to be in NASCAR for years to come, and it's a good thing to see. So if I gave this car a rating, I'm probably going to give it a top 10 finish. I think this car is really, really nice. And yeah, this car is probably going to be in the 2018 Irwin Tools Cup Series season. Seeing that there probably won't be another car coming out. So I think this is by far the smartest move I've made in terms of buying cars. And David Ragan, he's a good driver. I want to see him win a race sometime. But, you know, the playoff system has it to where if he wins, he's in. So, I don't know. And then we have Ryan Newman and his Granger Chevrolet SS. And this is probably a stupid buy for me. I wanted the Granger car since day one. And obviously I bought it on the Chevy SS. And basically it's the same scheme on the Chevy Camaro. So I don't know. I feel like I probably have to buy it again. Because I want to upgrade. I want to get rid of all the Chevy SS cars. Get rid of almost all the Toyota Camrys from 2016. And replace them for the next season. That's my goal. But at the same time, I finally get the Granger car, and now I want to use it. And there's only one race I plan on putting this car in, and it's the Bristol race because he didn't run the Granger car at Talladega or Homestead. So, you know, I like to keep it consistent, and I don't know. But the paint scheme, love the red. I'm glad they ditched that ugly gray. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but, you know, it could have been a little bit better in terms of Ryan Newman cars. And the black looks really nice along with it. Easily one of the better 31 paint schemes. I really like his Liberty National car as well. The Caterpillar car needs some improvements. I mean, it's simple, but it's not Caterpillar. You think of Caterpillar, it's the yellowish orange and the black and red. It's not the generic yellow, white, and black. It just looks bad. So if I gave this car rating, I'm going to give it a top 5 finish. I think this is a really nice paint scheme, and it's really simple. This car won at Phoenix, so it does have some sentimental meaning. I'm going to have to decide whether I'm going to get the Camaro car or if I'm just going to not use the Granger car. And then after this, we have Bubba Wallace. Eric Almirola's U.S. Air Force Ford Fusion. As the main reason why I bought this car is because Smithfield is going to be leaving next year, and I decided Bubba Wallace needs a scheme. I doubt that click and close car is going to come out anytime soon, so I said I'd better pick this one up and use it. This will probably be his primary sponsor in the Irwin Tools Cup Series in 2018. Probably like almost every other YouTuber will probably use. So yeah, that's going to be really, really exciting. And I like the Air Force car. And I just want to say this. I salute anyone who served in the military. That must be a really hard job fighting for your country. I can't see myself doing that. And I respect anyone who's done that, who's done some service. And that takes a lot of guts. And that's a proud thing to see in this country. So salute the military, and this is a great tribute to the military, as this is the only one left. U.S. Army left, National Guard left. So this is a really, really cool car, and I would give it a top 10 finish. I'm going to give it a top 5. I changed my mind. This is a really nice and simple Air Force car, as I would definitely suggest you buy this car. I mean, this is one of the rare times an Air Force car is available to anyone. And, I mean, you got to replace this is U.S. Air Force will probably stay with Bubba Wallace. And if you don't want to use that Smithfield car, if you don't want to have Eric Almirola Smithfield and Bubba Wallace Smithfield, then I definitely pick this car up. But I guess if not, just keep using the other one. So great car. So that about wraps it up for this video. As if I had to pick a favorite car, I don't know. That's kind of hard. Yeah, I can't pick a favorite. They're just all really nice cars to get. Any one of them are really nice. Well, maybe the 78. I'd wait till the championship version of that car instead of just buying it now. Unless you hate that champion logo at the top, then I'd get that one. So basically what's going to happen with this series, I'm just going to briefly go over. I have a couple ideas what I'm going to do for the next couple videos. I'm going to make an appreciation video where I talk about Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s better paint schemes, and I'll even include his final ride car at the very end. I'll go over that one. That'll be a good video. I've always wanted to do more Cars 3 stuff, and now I think I could possibly do it with this series. So I have obviously a lot of the Cars 3 die-cast, and I like to show which ones I have and kind of go over them and their role in the movie and stuff like that. So that'll be fun. And then obviously every single time I'll make a Christmas one probably. I'm only going to get a couple cars there, and I'll show you the ones I got. And obviously for 2018, I'll see how the formatting will work. But that should be a really exciting video when those 2018 cars come, and should be fun.